Well, like I said, I looked at the video. Great job talking with Coach Napier and talking about his session of coaching the other teacher. And one of the things I thought that you did specifically well was you were very specific in the way that you highlighted his successes. What do you think is really impactful about being specific and highlighting somebody's successes?
It's really specific because it allows them to focus on what they need to work on.
You know, one of the things I thought about is, well, not in that part, but I mean, you were specific in the things that he had done really well. You know, like what's the benefit in being specific about what he does really well?
It allows him to build upon that.
Yeah, I think so. Like I said, and you know, he knows it's authentic because he's like, hey, she's, you know, the difference between, oh, great job, and hey, great job in the way that you did this or did that. If there was anything that you would have looked at and said, as you think about the coaching session, that you would have done differently, what would you have done?
Maybe modeling for the teacher
Okay.
exactly what he wants from her, because I know he mentioned something about chunking when working with the student on what they the assignment that they were working on. He mentioned chunking it because of their grade level. They're sixth graders and not having to just walk all the way through, and also maybe demonstrating, modeling for her what that actually looked like.
Right.
And then also you mentioned posting the agenda, and I know she posted her TEKs and what the student will be doing, showing example, like showing her, okay, this is what the agenda look like. You may use that as an exemplar to do yours.
Yes, you know, it kind of fits with one of the things that I saw too, and it's one of the things I noticed is seeing and naming the gap for the teacher leader. So, and you're right on with it, where he mentioned the need for an agenda, the need for chunking, and a place that would have been, that you could have added in is saying, well, in the way that you coached her, you didn't give her an exemplar or give her an example of what chunking looks like. So why is it important to always see and name the gap for that teacher leader?
It's always important to see and name it, because a lot of time the focus could be all over, and it's very important to narrow down to specifically what we wanted them to see and what we wanted them to work on.
Yes. I mean, that's right on. If you make it that specific, then you can help Coach Napier. I know it's funny we talk about coaching, but you can help Coach Napier as he continues to coach to always remember to say, all right, let me give a nice tight exemplar or a model for that person. How can not showing the gap or not naming it, how can it make it difficult for the people that you're coaching?
They'll be a little bit more confused because they will not know what to focus on. Because in their mind, they could be doing a really good job, and here's just someone coming in to coach me. What do I need to work on? What exactly are they looking for? It helps them to have a very specific focus on what they need to work on, and then already knowing what they're doing so well on. Now I know what to work on. I can work on that to build on improving with my teaching.
I agree. So what are some things that you can do as you are getting ready to coach other people for you to be more specific in naming the gap?
Making sure that I go through their observation really thoroughly and ask any question that may be confusing, or watching the video of them coaching the teacher that they're coaching, and asking prior questions. And then that would, because I will be able to narrow down on what exactly what we're looking at, naming it, and what we need to work on.
Yeah, I think so. I think you have it exactly right. Just as you're going through and then really deciding on what is going to be the highest leverage, small change. Right on. Okay. Let me ask you this then. So what is the next time that you'll coach somebody? And that way, as you implement naming the gap, I can follow up with you. So when's the time I can follow up with you on seeing how naming the gap went with coaching somebody else?
So specific dates, is that it?
Yeah, or
Okay.
because that way, if you tell me when you're going to coach someone,
When I'm gonna
then I
coach,
can
okay.
just follow up with you a day or a couple days after.
Okay, maybe a week from today.
Okay, we can do that. So, and let me pull up the calendar as I say this. So will you have your coaching session this week, or do you need the next 2 weeks to do your coaching?
Let's do the next 2 weeks.
Okay. So that way we can look at, I can maybe reach out to you on the 13th.
Okay.
So it gives you, let's say, it gives you a little more time. And like I said, I will give you a call or do a Zoom.